Space Coconut.
So the PTB came out today. I was at work and I couldn't talk about it, and it makes me sad. So I'm making this video now. It's 10:30, and I have to try and get this thing done before tomorrow, before I go to bed. I have to go to work in the morning. Anyway, I'm really only going to talk about a few of the things that I'm interested and concerned about. Really the big things. So let's see here. And so first off, the audio adjustments, which needed to be done. The lobby, it says the lobby music's back to the default music. Okay. Remix the volume levels for footsteps, music, and VOs. What's a VO? I don't know what a VO is. Voiceover, maybe? I do not know. The sounds? The screams and stuff? That could be it. So that's needed. The footsteps especially. It's kind of hard to hear the things. I don't know. I used sound a lot to track and stuff, and I've been having a hard time recently. But anyway, yep, audio adjustments. Those are very, very important. Killer changes. Let's see here. Bamboozle. It doesn't matter. Blood Warden. He had a timer. Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. It says it reduces the survivor location notification from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. A lot of people have been saying that this is a nerf, but I actually think that this is intended as a buff. The notification for over the course of 4 seconds can get in the way of other things. You only need a split-second notification, right? You only need that one blip to tell you where things are. It's like that giant black bubble around a finished generator. It's not necessary. It's just there to distort and not allow the killer to see through or that area. So in the same way, having the notification up for a shorter period of time will let the killer be able to discern, its location, and then that notification isn't in your way for the full duration. So in a way, I think that this is kind of a buff, but the problem with this is that it's Iron Maiden. Spies from the Shadows. Tomorrow, the video on this is going to be up. It's funny. I actually haven't laughed that much in a long time, so please watch that. It's funny. Surveillance. Now, this one I was a little confused about, but my understanding is that at the beginning, all generators start under the effects of surveillance. So they're all going to start red, but they're going to be affected by surveillance. I'm not sure why they word it this way. Once a generator is worked on, you can smack it, it turns white. If they come back and work on it, it turns yellow. It'll only turn yellow for 16 seconds, and then I'm assuming it will turn back to red. So if it's white, you'll know that there are no survivors working on it, or if it goes back right away, you'll know that somebody's there. The problem is still the nature of surveillance. When you kick the generator, you are staring at the generator, and no matter what you do, after that point, you're facing away from the generator that you just kicked. The only way to know if it gets touched or anything is to actively turn and look at it. And the problem is that if you get distracted, if you're looking at something else, and you don't have a moment to turn and look at the generator and see if somebody worked on it, and then it's useless. The aura changing, it doesn't matter. It don't need it. Give us a notification on that. This is just my opinion. I function mostly by sound and not by sight, so this is mostly opinion. Well, all opinion, because I'm the only one here talking. But anyway, I don't like the idea of having to turn and look at the generator to see if it's been touched, because survivors are going to watch you as you go away, watching you turn and look. And if you turn and look, they're going to wait until you're far enough away and then touch the generator. The amount of time that they lose when it regresses isn't that much. So, I don't know. I like the notification rather than the aura color changing, but at least while it's regressing, it's permanently white. So that's really good. The audio thing for it increasing by 8 meters, I really like that, especially because I work by sound. Legion. Manually ending the frenzy no longer depletes the remainder of your power gauge. Okay. Reduce the intensity of the VFX, the blurred VFX during frenzy. okay. It's going to be a little bit easier to track people, so that's good. I'm pretty bad at that. Okay, we're going to talk about the other thing that they mentioned for it. The deep wound timer now starts at 20 seconds instead of 30 when an injured survivor is hit by feral frenzy. The timer on healthy survivors remains at 30 seconds. Now, I saw True Talent use this. It's pretty absurd. With Frank's mixtape and the stab wounds study, it only takes 2 hits to down an injured survivor. And I guarantee that this is not making it into the game. If it does, the stab wound study and Frank's mixtape are going to get nerfed, and they're going to get nerfed hard. The Legion is teetering on a really thin wire. He is either really underpowered or really overpowered. And right now, it's pretty much agreed upon that he is not fun to play against for survivors. People are constantly talking about counterplay and all of that, and I'm starting to see their point. Survivors can only do what they normally do, which is jerk, which is juke, loop, 360, try and hide, lose line of sight, but he moves so fast that you can't. If a survivor is going to get tunneled, and it's not fun. So I have no idea what they're going to do with the Legion, but he's probably going to be like this for quite a while. But I think what's going to end up happening is this is probably going to be moved to 25 seconds if they're injured, something along those lines. The Frank's mixtape and the stab wound study are both going to be nerfed in some fashion. The Legion will be underpowered. They're going to nerf something along with the deep wounds in order for the tactic where you moonwalk and get the timer down and get the survivor down. They're going to do something about that. The Legion is going to be underpowered, and he's going to remain like that for years. So that's my call. The pig adjusted the combat strap add-on because of the crouch speed. They sped up the crouch speed, from what I understand, by 0.7 seconds. And so, the combat straps has barely any effect. They shortened the amount of time it takes for her terror radius to shrink down to 0, which I've never understood the fading out for the terror radius. I always thought that was kind of lame, but whatever. Especially her movement speed while crouched. It's dumb. But anyway, they increased her terror radius from 28 to 32 meters to counteract this, and I'm using finger quotes here, buff. But I think overall, this is going to make her ambush more useful during chases, I think. So that might be interesting. Let's see, they increased her point gain, hooray. The map changes, they made some stuff more balanced, they adjusted the height on some things, the status effects, the survivor perk changes, the distortion. It says updated text to reflect that the perks does not trigger. This perk's effect does not trigger when survivors are in the dying state or affected by traps. So if you use the Hag's trap in it, the aura thing, what is it, the willow wreath and the cat ear tails things? I don't know. Those things, you'll still see the auras. So that's good. Leader got changed, Prove Thyself got changed, and from what I understand on some survivors streams, is that Prove Thyself is pretty overpowered right now. Leader has less of an effect, and it's mainly because it only affects repair speed, but everything else is faster. Rescuing, healing, sabotaging, everything else, and up by 25%, which is quite a bit. So Prove Thyself, Survive with Friends, Gen Rush groups, those are going to be overpowered. If you see that, DC, you just stand in a corner, because there's nothing you can do about it now. Let's see, Tactician, and it reduces the audio, so that's good, I think. UE updates, which are all right. The one where allows survivors to view the killer's perks while the match is still going, that one's, nice. Hey, better late than never. Let's see, I like that the Memento Mori offering is in the HUD, that's nice. Adjusting the vault mechanics so they still have momentum instead of being set at 0. I guess this is okay. There have been a lot of questionable hits, on the other side of a window or a vault, so this I can get behind. They changed the vault speed and the vault animations, but just by a fraction of a second. So, okay, let's see. Spirit Walk VFX, and then a lot of map changes, just little bugs, fat shaming spots, and blah, 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 blah. Issues with perks, issues with the UE, other miscellaneous issues. It says the Hag's camera is placed higher than normal, so hopefully that doesn't make it into the live game. Probably be a little obnoxious, but now the self-care buff slash nerf slash what the hell are they doing? I honestly don't know what to make of this. The numbers confuse me. It says all healing action speeds are reduced by 25%. This action speed penalty replaces the previous self-care penalty of minus 50% speed and applies a flat penalty to all healing actions. Okay, so I guess self-care used to impose a 50% speed penalty on yourself, but you could heal anybody else a regular speed. So now all healing, including that of yourself, is reduced by 25%. So you can heal yourself a little bit faster, but you heal everybody else slower. It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that. Nurse's Calling might be less effective because of the amount of time that this heal is going on. I don't know. But it's in the testing phase, so who knows. The survivors in the PTB who know better than me will understand the impact of this better, and hopefully they make good choices. But anyway, that was just going over the quick things. They also talked about... Oh my goodness. Another thing that was announced was the Moonrise Lunar New Year event. The gist of this thing is that the killers and survivors are going to be fighting over lunar vessels. As killers, we will earn points for the ones that we destroy that will ultimately gain golden coins. We can get 9 items total. We can exchange these coins for Lunar New Year cosmetics for 9 items total, or 3 full character outfits. So, that's cool. We can get either side, but according to the data mined content, there's only one outfit for the killer, and that's the Huntress. The cosmetics look great according to the banner. The Huntress has got a boar thing going on for the Year of the Pig. Her axe looks very tusky, but it's, as usual, it's just disappointing that the Hag is missing out. It is, I think, probably much more difficult to get cosmetics for the Hag because of the way she's designed. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But guaranteed, there is no doubt that the Huntress outfits looks really neat. I really like that. The Chinese theme with Fang's outfit and Ace's look great. So those look good. I don't know if I earn enough coins to get all 3, I will. So they'll be there, but I don't play survivors, so oh well. But anyway, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens after the PTB. But I think at the very least, it's really nice that the audio is getting fixed again. Most of us who follow by sound will have an easier time doing it. So I hope everybody got their testing done, because after today, the PTB is probably going to die. I'm going to finish this, upload this quick and dirty video, and get to bed for tomorrow. I actually finished designing a Hag main logo. I'm working on the tweaks, and I'm kind of setting it up. And so far, I'm really happy with how it looks. So if you're interested in seeing that shirt, that logo, and seeing it up on the store, I have to make sure that I don't get in trouble with copyright and stuff, but I really like how it looks. I'm not going to lie. When it's finished, when I have it up and everything, I'll go ahead and share it with you guys. So look forward to that. In the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Nice. Slash lucky. She's gonna be hard. Oh, sure, the other way. Oh, she got some distance. Let's just hook her and get it over with. I'm not good enough to get the fort. Oh, especially with the hatch right here. I give up. So then you went for the rescue here. Or not. Still here. Did I get my 4K? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I got a 4K with the nurse. Woohoo! Woo! I'm spinning. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna spin. Woo! 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 That was lucky. He didn't go for the hatch, and neither did she. Yay! I got a 4K. The nurse. I know, like, you guys are like, what is this noob doing? Of course, no, you guys don't even know. With the nurse, and me, and the nurse. No. I got a 4K with the nurse. Well, that turned out way better than I thought. Adept nurse at the daily. This is a heavy. That's seriously, why didn't they do gens? Seriously. Poor guy. But it got it.